So we are eager to move forward. We want to hear from you. We want to talk about the things that are important to you. We want you to know that there is nothing that is off limits here. Everything is appropriate. You will notice a wonderful unfolding as one thing leads to another. You will also notice that sometimes a person will articulate what's on your mind even better than you will. So relax in your expectation that the things that are important to you will be addressed here today. And most important from our point of view is that you will leave this gathering with just a little bit of attention here. You will leave this gathering understanding who you really are. It's like collectively we will push the reset button. You'll be set back to your default position of loving yourself and of knowing that well-being is available to you if you will allow it. We're going to be talking about a lot of things here today, but the basis of everything that we're talking about ever is about you as an extension of source energy, your work here in this physical body, exploring and expanding, and most important of all, the joy that you are able to discover and align with in this process. Because not one of you said, I'll go forth and fix something that's broken. I'll go forth and put this world back on track. I'll go forth and make a name for myself. I'll go forth and everyone will follow me into the place of perfection. Not one of you said anything like that. Instead, you said, I'm a creator and I have the wind of creation at my back, and Source adores me and is flowing to me and through me. And I have the ability and the right to choose from among everything I see, those things that I would like to flow my creative attention toward. And when I do, in resonance with the source within me, that energy will flow to me and through me for the fulfillment of my desires. And the world will expand as a result of my focus here. That's really what you said. You didn't say, I'll decide who's right on this issue, and I'll join them against them. You did not say, I will sift through all of the data. I will put the results of life in piles, and I will acknowledge that is a good pile and that is a bad pile. That pile is right and that pile is wrong. Not one of you said, I'll use the wrong pile to push against, because you knew if you pushed against what you considered to be wrong, that you wouldn't push it away. You wouldn't exclude it from your experience. You knew that you were moving into a universe, into a physical time-space reality that was based upon law of attraction. You knew there was only inclusion, and you knew that whatever you give your attention to, you begin vibrating about. You said, I'll go forth and I'll choose, and once I choose what I prefer, I will give my undivided attention to it. I will resonate with my preferences, but I will not condemn the things that I do not want, because in this universe that is based upon attraction, when you say no to something, it's like saying yes to it. Come to me, this thing I do not want, and present yourself to me in all manner of ways so that I can get bigger and stronger and louder in pushing against you until finally I have depleted my resources, because I am disallowing the true power of my being, which is the resonance that you find from Source, which always comes on the wings of appreciation. It always comes on the wings of love. It always comes on the wings of empowerment and self-determination, you see. So, you are the creator of your own reality. No one else is. But sometimes you create your own reality by default because you don't know how it is that you're creating it. You think that your words are the basis of your creation, or your behavior or action. And while sometimes your words are inspired from that greater alignment and power, and sometimes your behavior is inspired from that greater alignment or power, often you're out there sort of on the raw and ragged edge, offering your words or offering your behavior with a vibration within you that is contradictory to your own desire. So you are often creating things that you do not want. And it's why you have fashioned so many really amazing stories about how things come or don't come to you. We want you to leave here knowing that there's only one reason that things come or don't come to you. It's the vibration that you are offering. So today we want to help you to sort out your own vibrational patterns, to understand why you're offering vibrations in the way you do, to understand that law of attraction is a powerful law that is the engine of everything that is, and that law of attraction is always bringing more of that which is likened to itself unto it. So when you get a little thought going and you maintain it for a little while, that thought picks up speed, and the more speed it picks up, the more powerful it is, until eventually you could choose a thought of despair, or a thought of something unwanted, a thought of hatred, or a thought of defense. You could get one of those thoughts going within you that could be so active and therefore have so much momentum that it could actually interfere with the well-being of source that is flowing to you at all times. And when that happens, that's when you start questioning, isn't anybody looking out for me? Am I unworthy? But when you understand your vibrational nature, and you feel for resonance with the source within you, and you catch your thoughts in the early subtle stages before the momentum of them is so strong, and you get so that you're directing your thoughts in powerful ways, you'll begin to feel as if you are worthy beyond your ability to describe it, because all of the forces of the universe, seen and unseen, are backing you up in your absence of resistance and yielding to you the path of least resistance that leads you to anything and everything that you desire. You could sit in your home on one side of the world in this alignment of energy, feeling your well-being and feeling love for mankind. And you could focus upon a situation in another part of the world, not in blame, not in struggle, not in worry, not in doubt, not in hatred, but in sheer and genuine appreciation for your fellow humans, wanting them to eat also, wanting them to live life well also. And in your alignment and focus, you could affect an outcome without traveling to that place, without sending your dollars, with the power of your deliberate focus, because you are the creator of your reality. And anything that you give your attention to is part of your reality. You've come into this physical body with powerful reason, but the reason is not what humans think it is. The reason is not because you've got to fix something or prove something. The reason is because this is the potential for joyous life experience, and you are source energy beings who reside in love, and you've come forth to have lovely life experiences, you see. And it's important to know that you don't have to wait for everybody else or anybody else to figure this out before you begin living in resonance with who you are. But it is important that you figure out that how you feel matters, and that how you feel is your emotional guidance system that lets you know how much of source you are allowing to flow to you and through you in this moment, or how depleted you are. We're eager to talk with you about anything that matters to you. Don't worry about us. We will wedge our message in the crack. Together, it is our expectation that you will find greater resonance with who you are as a result of playing with us here today. Because the words that we speak are coming from the core of that which is you. Something that's known very clearly on a vibrational level. And the whole point of this gathering is to help what is vibrational become more obvious to you. You are such good translators of vibration, you don't even know you're doing it. Most humans don't accept, they don't know, they don't think about the fact that you are vibrational in nature. So instead of having your finger on the pulse of the creation as it's happening, which is feeling it as it is unfolding, instead, you wait until it has unfolded dramatically enough that you can see it, or hear it, or smell it, or taste it, or touch it, and then you turn your attention to it. But by then, there's a lot of momentum going. And so this gathering is going to be primarily focused upon these factors. You are vibration, whether you know that you are or not. And you have the ability to understand your vibrational nature with far less effort than it takes to learn QuickBooks on your computer. You have the ability to understand your vibrational nature. And when you do, when you understand it and begin focusing deliberately with an ear to the ground of how that focus resonates with who you really are, now you're back on your track, and now life will begin unfolding in a way that is truly satisfying to you. You're born with a guidance system that lets you know whether you are allowing the energy that creates worlds to flow through you, unfettered, in full-blown fashion, or whether you're pinching it off. So it's important that you begin right now to care about how you feel. It's really important that the way you feel be your top priority. Not just the way you feel about what others are doing, but the way you feel within the thoughts that you are thinking. You are going to be able to tell the difference between a thought that you are thinking that hinders you and a thought that you are thinking that gives you life and supports you. You're going to get so good at being able to feel the dynamics of the thought when it's active within you that you're going to find yourself wanting to feast your mind on thoughts. Esther was standing in the garden in Del Mar the other day, looking at some beautiful succulents that had been planted a while before. And they were just catching hold. They were coming into their own. And one of them was the most beautiful thing that she had ever seen. And she's seen a lot of things, but she has not been devouring things with her eyes. She's been looking at the garden rather than looking at the garden. And on this day, she was looking at this beautiful plant. And she felt the words formulate right in her mind. I'm feasting on the beauty of this. It was like she didn't want to let go of it. It was like there was nothing in all of the world, no more important thing to do in this moment in time than to let this beautiful object of her attention just refresh her and refuel her. And as she stood there and looked at it and felt life sort of flowing through her, she thought, and this is what we're wanting to give to you, there is nothing other than this moment in time ever. And you get to choose whether you're feasting your eyes or whether you're frittering it away on thoughts that are not worthy of the focus of your mind, you see. But in order to do that, that was so good. But in order to do that, you've got to practice, because you're not just all of a sudden going to start seeing the world through the eyes of Source. You've got to practice your way into that a little bit at a time. It will feel so natural to you. Every time you feel exhilaration, you're right there. Stop and milk it and talk about what you were feeling exhilaration about it. Write it down, tell others about it. And every time you feel a diminishment in your emotion, don't tell anyone about it. And don't write it down. Don't blog about it. Don't keep it going. So the way you push the reset button, you go to bed at night and you say, when I wake up in the morning, I'm new, because during my slumber, momentum has ceased. And when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to reach for the best feeling thought I can find, and I'm going to ponder it until I can feel a little momentum going. You'll get better and better at getting hold of it and milking it and carrying it out. The most important thing for all of you to realize is that you have a lot of different vibrational tendencies. That's what your beliefs are. And you're not going to change them all at once, nor would you want to, because a lot of them are very helpful to you. You're just wanting to be sensitive enough to the way you feel to know the difference. Esther has been doing focus wheels. We'll talk about that if you want later, where she just, in a template that she has designed, makes statements that feel good to her as she makes them. And she's become so sensitive to the energy that often, in fact, almost every time, she'll start the statement, realize it could be said better. She'll back it out and say it better. Because you can focus yourself into better and better and better feeling good. Now, when you reach in full resonance with the Source within you, the reaching isn't frightening. The reaching isn't uncomfortable. The reaching is life-giving. The reaching feels like adventure and excitement and passion and enthusiasm. But when you reach vibrationally without the resonance, without the alignment, without the blending, without the full allowing of all that you are, then that's when you feel uncomfortable. That's when you feel negative emotion. That's when you feel overwhelmed, or that's when you feel frightened. So everything that you feel